Eric Bledsoe, this morning the news broke that Eric Bledsoe has been traded from the Phoenix Suns, bad team, to the Milwaukee Bucks, a good team. They did not have to give up Malcolm Brogdon. They did not have to give up Thon Maker. They really didn't have to give up anybody. They gave up Greg Monroe, a protected first-round pick, and a second-round pick, as we have noted many times. And the comments are not happy with us, Jason. Surprise, surprise.
About what?
About us ripping Greg Monroe continuously.
Oh, do we rip Greg Monroe?
Yes.
We did?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
I did?
Yes.
What did I say?
Oh, you said that he's like terrible in bed and just all of his things.
Basketball ability wise, he was 18.5 and 10 last year, but the stats didn't tell you what it is. Interior defense is what he was really good for on the Bucks, and they're gonna lose that. So this is where the Thon Maker project really needs to develop, because look, you're picking up a veteran-ish point guard. As Deadspin noted, Tom Lay pointed out with this one, he goes, look, everything is working very, very well in Milwaukee. And he goes, you're bringing in, there is only one risk with this. Eric Bledsoe is a ball-dominant point guard. He is a ball-dominant player. He wants the ball. He has been that way since he came into the league, since he was in college, since his high school mixtapes in Birmingham, Alabama. This is a guy who wants to have the ball. If he can give up that part of his game ever so slightly, so his usage percentage can go down a little bit, he has to know it's Giannis's team, and he has to know that his ability to be a leader is going to be as important as his ability to stretch the floor, play transition defense, which he's going to be asked to do, and score and get to the rim. So Greg Monroe, their interior defense now really does fall on Thon, because there's a hole there. But what we do know, additionally, is
John Henson, right?
And John Henson, but I mean, that's
North
still
Carolina,
a downgrade from Greg Monroe's interior D.
Of course.
So as Reddit was pointing out, to be fair, where I'm pulling a lot of this from, is they're saying Thon has to develop now a little bit faster. If they're going all in this year, well, we looked at the Warriors and we go, okay, their offensive rating is so effing high, and they truly haven't had a good defensive middleman in Andrew Bogut, for example, who was good as a defender when he was there from 2013-ish to 2015-ish, if I'm correct, 2012 to 2015.
The Bucks? No, I think
the Warriors.
Oh, with the Warriors.
So we know that you can win without having a center. You can win playing small ball.
Oh yes.
Thon just has to develop a little bit quicker. So in the end, of course, the Bucks win this trade. They get the star player. They get Eric Bledsoe out of this deal without giving up Brogdon, and now Brogdon can move to the 2, or even a bench role, and still give you those 18-ish points that Greg Monroe was giving you last year. So at least it balances out that way. And for the Suns, Greg Monroe is not a bad pickup for a team that is not as trash once they got rid of Earl Watson. They're 5-1 since they got rid of him. Devin Booker is still a promising young shooting guard. He became the 4th youngest player to 3,000 points in NBA history at 21 years, 7 days old, just recently. So you just look back and go, man, Isaiah Thomas and Goran Dragic were in their backcourt.
Right. Yeah.
So I like the deal. I like
so
the deal for both teams, even though we'll see what happens with that first-round pick, obviously, this year.
Right, of course.
Lottery protected.
But they had to send a first-round pick because that was the bare minimum that you had to throw in order to get Eric Bledsoe. So a few points. I agree with what you said. Going further, to start off with your analysis, Eric Bledsoe, I think, realizes that the writing is now on the wall where the team isn't his. Wherever he were to go, this is a do or die moment of, here's what the narrative will be. The Bucks get worse, all the blame is on Eric Bledsoe, because he came in and broke something that didn't need to be fixed at all.
Jason Kidd might give you a hold my beer. Because if he blows that with Eric Bledsoe, he's on the hot seat. I know this sounds insane,
it's true.
But Jason Kidd is on the hot seat if the Bucks take any 2-week downturn.
I agree.
He could be fired.
I agree.
Could.
So I think Eric Bledsoe sees oh shit, I was in a good sitch with the Clippers, and then I went to Phoenix, and I thought that this was going to be a more promising thing. He's basically given a second life right now with the Milwaukee Bucks. So the one thing that you can't do is ruffle the feathers of, number one, your head coach, number two, Giannis. So even if his usage rate goes down, as you said, which it will, this is a disciplining moment for a guy who got his way by saying that he wanted out of a city that was not tanking, but that just wasn't playing good basketball. You got your way, take advantage of the platform that you have now, which is the Milwaukee Bucks, and I truly, truly do believe that he will. Are the Bucks going to improve? Yes. Does this add to their depth? Yes, absolutely. So as you said, they can move Brogdon. If they wanted to go small, they could easily go Bledsoe 1 to 5. Bledsoe, Brogdon, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and then Thon Maker or John Henson. If they wanted to go a little bit bigger, bring Malcolm Brogdon off the bench. Still, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 great defenders on this team. They are going to lock you down night in and night out. The question is there 5 going to lock down anybody with Thon Maker and John Henson? That is the biggest question mark for me. But what they're going to do right now is just simplify the game defensively. Because, man, they got some really, really good defenders. So, thoughts? Comment section below. Subscribe to 2x2 Sports.